Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I missed putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Hi everyone, hopefully you're all doing well. For those of you who haven't heard, I'm hosting my very first charity stream on September 18th and September 19th to support the Familial Dysautonomia Foundation in honor of my brother Mitchell, who passed away from this disorder 5 years ago. So how the schedule is going to work is like this. On the very first day, we're going to be streaming for 15 hours. During the first 3 hours, I'll be talking about familial dysautonomia, sharing stories about my brother and what he dealt with on a day-to-day basis, and just raise as much awareness as we possibly can. Then during the next 12 hours, we got MLB Diamond Zone, and we will be on doing our regular Diamond Zone stream. For those of you that don't know, MLB Diamond Zone is something that I came up with, and basically it's like NFL Red Zone, but it's for baseball. On the very next day, we'll do Diamond Zone again. That'll be from 6 o'clock up until 9:30, and then we got the Phillies game. They play at 9:40. They're taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks. So in short, we're going to be on for 22 hours. No ads will be played during those 22 hours. I am aiming to raise $500 during those hours of streaming. Again, no pressure to donate, but if you can, every little bit does help. If you could just spread the word, share the post that I posted on my community tab, I would really appreciate that. I'm just looking forward to making a difference together with you guys and doing this in honor of my brother Mitchell. I think he'd be really proud, and I'm really excited about this. Let's do some good.
Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. We're going to be a little bit delayed on the stream. Again, I really appreciate you all so much for tuning on in and for sticking this out with us. The Phillies did not clinch today. We all know the story. The Phillies did not clinch. Mets did not help us out either. But yes, we're here and we're ready to rock and roll. All right, 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter. The Eagles do lead at 7-3 against the Kansas City Chiefs. It's a 4th and 4. Here's Mahomes as he gets the snap. He's looking up the middle. That ball is caught by Kelce, and Kelce takes it inside the 30, outside the numbers to the 25, and he's down at the 24-yard line. So the Kansas City Chiefs do convert on 4th down. Mahomes threw a low pass over to Travis Kelce, and he just caught it right above the turf. He was wide open and was able to catch it and beat his man Quinyon Mitchell. All right, we're good. We're ready. We're ready to rock. We're ready to roll. Okay. So 1st and 10, right at about the 26-yard line. Mahomes under center, hands it off to Pacheco. He runs in between the hash marks and takes it to about the Philadelphia 20-yard line. 2nd and 6, he got tricked up by Uche. So it's now a 2nd and 6. There's Travis Kelce, 3-time Super Bowl champion. All right, how did we get here? That's a good question. So Saquon Barkley, well, first of all, Harrison Butker did get himself a 56-yard field goal that was on the Chiefs' first drive, but also Saquon Barkley did have himself a 13-yard touchdown run. So here we go. It's 2nd and 6, and now 3rd down taken at about the Philadelphia 19-yard line. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in quarter number 2. Eagles lead it 7-3. All right, let's go, baby. Super Bowl rematch. That's right. That's 1,000% right. All right, Mahomes lines him up. 3 receivers over towards the left side. 1 on the left. Mahomes will get the snap. He looks towards his left. Now tries to escape the pressure. Flag's coming. He goes down, but a flag thrown in the backfield. And we'll see what the flag is. They will call a penalty on Kelly Ringo for defensive holding. I was going to say, I thought I saw something right over on the front side. And so we have an injury. Number 5 for Kansas City is hobbling off the field. He's going to go on over towards the sideline. Let's see again. Mahomes is left scrambling, and yep, there was absolutely a holding there. Carter also got double teamed, and it's good to have him back. Yep. Honestly, didn't really see much of a holding from, they actually called it on Quinyon Mitchell. Mahomes will run with the ball. He tries to get taken down. He's still on his feet, and he runs for about an extra 3 yards. He was almost tackled right in front of the first down marker, but then ended up getting an extra 3 yards out of it. See again. Looks like they tried to go for a head tackle there and just not able to work out. That was terrible by Andrew Makuba. That's the guy who tried to make the head tackle. Just could not stop him. 3 minutes left to go here in quarter number 2. Ball right at the 18-yard line. Mahomes gets the shotgun snap. He has time. Rolls over towards the right side. He's outside over at the 20. Takes it to the 15, to the 10. Dives on forward and takes it all the way down to about the 2. Screen froze. Why did it freeze? And he's in. Touchdown. I didn't even see him go in. Thanks, iPad. He's in. It's now 9-7. My iPad just froze up on me for a second. I don't know why. He just ran towards the near sideline and was able to dive into the end zone. 9-7 Kansas City. Ball spotted. Kick is up, and the kick is good. And we got a timeout taken at the 2:44 marker. So Mahomes ran towards that near sideline. He dove on forward. He hit the marker in the end zone, and the Chiefs lead it by 3 here in the second quarter. 2:44 left to go. Again, I'm going to be a little bit behind because, again, I'm not home, so I do apologize about that. Mahomes already has 60 rushing yards. Unbelievable. Insane. 60 rushing yards, 51 yards in the air. 6 for 11 he is in the passing game. Eagles today on 3rd down, just 1 for 5. They have not done a good job of moving the football. The Chiefs, on the other hand, 2 for 6 on 3rd down conversions. They've had a total of 137 net yards. Man. Defense not looking so good by the Birds. What's up, Marshawn? What's going on, chat? How is everybody doing? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. Excuse me. All right, so we are back. Again, apologize about before. That's not going to happen again unless the Phillies are in the playoff game. Phillies just had a chance to clinch, and I wanted to make sure that I tried to see it. But that was just not the case, unfortunately. We have 79 people watching. That's awesome. hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well if you have not done so already. All right, second quarter. Eagles down 10-7. They will get the football back. A timeout was taken at the 2:44 marker. Again, more stats today. Devontae Smith, 3 receptions for 25 yards. A.J. Brown has had 3 targets, but just 1 catch for 7 yards. Remember, he got less than 10 in his last game. Only made 1 catch, and that was under 2 minutes to go against the Dallas Cowboys. Okay. 5 total penalties in this game, 2 for Philadelphia, 3 for Kansas City. Remember, they had that big penalty or that call on Kelly Ringo. Didn't really see much of a holding there, but that's what they called. Looks like Patrick Mahomes, from what I've been able to see, he's looked really fearless out there, and it looks like that he really wants this, and he's taking it personally that he ended up losing the Super Bowl. 2 rushes, 19 yards on that drive for Patrick Mahomes. Second quarter, 2:44 left to be played in quarter number 2. All right. And Bucker will kick it off. And here's the kick. It's high. It's deep. It's end over end, and that's going to be caught right at the 5, taking it to the 10, outside towards the 20, zigzagging over towards the 22-yard line. Is going to be Mechie. So Mechie runs it for about 22 yards. He'll be marked down to the 23, and that's where the Eagles will set up shop. Probably just could have let it go into the end zone. But regardless, Eagles are at their own 23-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Hurts will line them up. Eagles will be going from right to left. All right, shotgun or pistol formation. That's what they decided to go with here. There's 5 seconds left on the play clock. Brown is in motion, going from left to right. Hurts will hand it off to Barkley, who runs towards the right side, in between the hash marks, and is taken down, but there's a flag on the play. They'll call a defensive holding on Chris Jones. And so that'll be good enough for a first down. It's a 5-yard penalty, and the Eagles will have the ball at the 34-yard line. Let's see if there was some pushing there. Absolutely. He held Lane Johnson there. Chris Jones, obviously an all-pro tackle. He's had a heck of a career. I think there's no doubt about it. He's a first-ballot Hall of Famer. With just all the accolades that he has and all the great years he's been able to put up, he is just unbelievable. 2:15 left to go here in quarter number 2. 2 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts will get the snap. He drops back. He rolls towards the right side, takes it to the 30, outside over towards the 35 to the 40, and runs out of bounds at the 45 and gets the first down. And we will head to the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10 for Philadelphia at the 45-yard line. So far, 2 plays, 22 yards in a matter of 44 seconds. And the Eagles will get the ball back. Each team has all 3 timeouts remaining. And we'll see how this drive ends for Philadelphia when they do return from action. Ay. What's going on, chat? How are you? It's a must-win game. You're not letting me off the hook. It's all good, man. It is what it is. You're totally fine, man. I get you. I understand. I got you. I can't hold anything against anybody, you know? I am who I am. I matured. I grew up. And I made a bad decision, you know? I thought that I supported the right team. No. You know? I learned from my experiences. But you're good, man. All right. Travis Kelce today, 2 receptions for 34 yards. Hollywood Brown. How come they didn't change his name over here? Hollywood Brown, 2 catches for 13 yards. So Smith does have 3 receptions for 25 for Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, that is. Travis Kelce, though, leading the way in receiving yards with 34 in this game. We will take a look at some of the other scores very, very quickly. By the way, do you like this setup? I wish that over on the upper score that it would show who has the ball, but that's why I kept the lower one down. I figured that, okay, the yard marker is here. That's the best that I could do. The ball's on the 45. You could see that it's 1st and 10. Thought that I did okay with that. I mean, I made the most out of it for sure. I leave for just a minute or 3 with a logo leading the game. What did you do, JJ? I blame you. I don't know, man. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. 77 people watching, and we appreciate each and every one of you for being on here. Again, apologies. The Phillies came first. I had to try to watch them clinch today, but obviously now our focus is on the Birds. It's only week 2, man. It's only week 2. All right, so Steve Spagnuolo, there he is. Defensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs. No Mike Dunna, no Christian Fulton either, by the way. All right, so here come the Birds. Birds are back on. 2-minute warning, just about over. Let's see what happens on this play. 18 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts will line them up. 2 receivers lined up over towards the left side. And 10 seconds now left. Hurts will get the snap as he drops back, looks towards his right side, now looks towards the center. He fires it pretty deep over towards the left side, and the flag is thrown. He was looking for Devontae Smith, and a flag is thrown. That was all the way downfield inside the 20, and Steve Spagnuolo not happy. Let's see, was that McDuffie that was covering Devontae Smith? Right at the 20, the flag was thrown. Let's see if they're going to call a hold in there. It might have been misjudgment because Devontae Smith did some pushing there. Okay, so they will not so the flag was declined. 2nd and 10. 15 seconds left on the play clock here. Hurts again, lines him up from right to left. Brown in motion, going from right to left. No Dallas Goedert today. Hurts will get the snap. He tries to find A.J. Brown running a slant, and he catches it outside the 50, right at about the 49-yard line. And they will call it a 3rd and 3. So that was good enough for a 4-yard pass. McDuffie did make the tackle there. Eagles trying to convert on a 3rd down conversion. I don't know why this is not working. Hurts in the gun against the snap, throws it, and somehow that's caught. McDuffie had it deflected off of his hands, and A.J. Brown caught it towards the right side, and that was just good enough for about a 4-yard pass. A.J. Brown caught it. He hauled it on in. Deflected right off of his hands. 1 minute left to go in quarter number 2. Eagles down by 3. 55 seconds left. Barkley towards the left side of Hurts. Hurts will get the snap. He throws it over towards the far sideline, out of bounds. And incomplete. Pressure was coming, and he had to throw it away. A heck of a catch by A.J. Brown on that play right before that. He made a one-handed catch. And also, Hurts got the pass off in time. Tranquil tried to block it. He was just about half a second late. And Brown able to haul it in with one hand all over Trent McDuffie. 50 seconds left here in quarter number 2. Eagles down by 3. Ball spotted at the Kansas City 44-yard line, and a timeout will be taken by Philadelphia. That's their first timeout that they decide to use on the game. Okay. Let's go. That was a heck of a catch. It really was. All right. Yes, JJ, I've watched you mature over the years. Yes. Sometimes, man, you got to make mistakes in life in order for you to get onto the other side. And, guess what? I was on the wrong side of things, didn't realize it. And then finally, guess what? People were like, yo, you need to be rooting for this team. You do. You need to be rooting for this team because, A, you're covering the Philadelphia teams, and the Eagles are number one in this town. You got to do it. You got to do it. So, and I wasn't really fully into, I'll be honest, like, I wasn't, like, fully following the Pats, like, every single day now that I am with the Birds, so it's a little bit different. But the bottom line is that I changed, and I do think that I did mature. I do. I was technically a Pats fan before. Yes. Some people still hold that against me, and that I understand. I get it. It makes a lot of sense. But yes, I was. But that's in the past. That's been in the past for about 3 years. It has. I do really follow this team more than I even did with the Patriots. So I shouldn't have really called myself a Pats fan. I did like watching Aaron Hernandez when I did get the chance, but I wasn't following them so closely like I am right now with the Birds. So, all right, first timeout was taken by Philadelphia. 2nd and 10, 44. The ball was spotted at the Kansas City 44-yard line. Dude, it is so hot up here. It really is. We got 77 people watching. We got 93 people watching. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Let's go, Birds. Come on. Come on, baby. All right. Let's put this over here. There we go. We got the music up. All right. Hurts lines him up. Triple receivers towards the right. Now receiver in motion. Hurts drops back as he gets the snap. He has time. Still has time. He's still looking. Navigates towards the left side. Throws it towards the left, towards the outer sideline. That's caught by A.J. Brown for just about a yard. And so 3rd and 9 coming on up. Just a 1-yard pass to A.J. Brown. Williams on the tackle there. And a timeout taken by Kansas City that they'll use their first timeout. Again, Eagles have it at the Kansas City 43-yard line. But yes. Broncos 21. So in Super Bowl, you got your heart broken? No, I didn't. I actually did not get my heart broken. No. They won 2 before that. I was actually really happy for the Birds. I'm being honest. That I'm not lying about. I actually really was happy for the Birds. I had to tip my cap there. I mean, I still don't know why Malcolm Butler was sat, but that's another discussion for another day. But that was one of my favorite. That really was an awesome game. It was one of my favorites, really. That was just a great game. All right, empty backfield. Let's go. Hurts lines him up. He'll get the snap over at the 50. Throws it towards the right side. Caught by A.J. Brown on a slant again. And he's just shy of the first down marker. They'll call it a 4th and 1. And a timeout taken by Philadelphia. That'll be their second timeout. It was a short pass over to A.J. It was right on the hash. Towards the right side. I'd like to see the formation again to see how everybody was lined up. So now the Eagles are going to have to make a decision here. Again, this is their second timeout that they are using. And Hurts is trying to talk things over with Nick Sirianni. They just said no timeout there by Sirianni on 4th and 1 with about 30 seconds. Eagles are going to settle for a 52-yarder. Refs thought it was a timeout. So now Elliott's going to come on in. There's 2 seconds left. So now they will use that timeout. So they're going to go for the tie. Elliott will go out there to kick this field goal here. His career long is 61. This is 52. All right, here we go. And we have flags thrown before the snap is even provided. Flags coming from everywhere. They're going to call a false start on Hewlett for Philadelphia. That's Charlie Hewlett on the long snapper. He's 35 years old, was the long snapper for Dallas, for New England, Jacksonville, Cleveland, and Kansas City. Now he's on the Eagles. So again, still 2 seconds to go here in this first half. This is now a 58-yard field goal attempt. Can Elliott do it? Ball spotted, kick is up, and the kick is good. We're tied. And we're going into halftime, 10-10. Jake Clutch Elliott. Let's go. Hit him low. Hit him high. That was nice. That was really nice. Jake Elliott is back, man. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Dude, he was 1 for 9 last year from 50. Is that correct? 1 for 9. And so far, he's 2 for 2 from 50 plus. It's awesome, man. Absolutely awesome. Excellent kick by Jake Elliott. And you needed that. You needed them to be clutch, and he came through when it mattered the most. All right, I am going to take a step off just to breathe because that was a little bit of a hassle getting stream ready. But I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. We're in halftime.
Hopefully you're all doing well. For those of you who haven't heard, I'm hosting my very first charity stream on September 18th and September 19th to support the Familial Dysautonomia Foundation in honor of my brother Mitchell, who passed away from this disorder 5 years ago. So how the schedule is going to work is like this. On the very first day, we're going to be streaming for 15 hours. During the first 3 hours, I'll be talking about familial dysautonomia, sharing stories about my brother and what he dealt with on a day-to-day basis, and just raise as much awareness as we possibly can. Then during the next 12 hours, we got MLB Diamond Zone, and we will be on doing our regular Diamond Zone stream. For those of you that don't know, MLB Diamond Zone is something that I came up with, and basically it's like NFL Red Zone, but it's for baseball. On the very next day, we'll do Diamond Zone again. That'll be from 6 o'clock up until 9:30, and then we got the Phillies game. They play at 9:40. They're taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks. So in short, we're going to be on for 22 hours. No ads will be played during those 22 hours. I am aiming to raise $500 during those hours of streaming. Again, no pressure to donate, but if you can, every little bit does help. If you could just spread the word, share the post that I posted on my community tab, I would really appreciate that. I'm just looking forward to making a difference together with you guys and doing this in honor of my brother Mitchell. I think he'd be really proud, and I'm really excited about this. Let's do some good.
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Just wanted to read this really quickly. This is from Jeff McLean. Again, I do apologize, and this is the last time I'm going to do it. Apologize for being late after the Phillies game was done. Had to obviously try to see them clinch or see the Mets clinch, or sorry, the Mets lose. Phillies win. Mets loss. I had to try to see that, but neither of those things happened. So that caused us to be late, but we are here. Jeff McLean said this, so listen to this. This is what I want you guys to try to process here. All right. I've seen this elsewhere, but looking at the replay, it appeared A.J. Brown. This is going back to that timeout. So there was no timeout officially taken by Nick Sirianni on 4th and 1 with about 30 seconds left. Okay, so they took the clock down to 2, then they called a timeout. And Jeff said, have seen this elsewhere, but looking at the replay, it appeared A.J. Brown had rolled over the defender for a first down. Maybe Nick Sirianni was waiting for a booth review that never came. And I don't know if you guys were able to, I don't know if you guys who were able to watch the game, if you guys saw that too. I did not see it, but maybe there's a point, you know? Maybe that could have been the case. I will tell you this. This Eagles team has started off slow, but I expected that. Didn't really go out there with a lot of fight in the first half, but they also are going up against a very, very strong defense with George Karlaftis, and I mean just great players. Chris Jones, Trent McDuffie. I mean, we can just go down the list. But the bottom line is that you're tied. Jake Elliott has been clutch. Jake Elliott has been clutch, and he has been really, really strong. 58-yard field goal to tie the game at the end of the first half. That was big. I think he's back. I think last year something was wrong, and just from the way that he was kicking the ball, we just did not trust him. I mean, the guy was, what we said? We said he was 1 for 8 from 50 yards, or 1 for 7. Regardless, not the Jake Elliott that we know. And so, he's having a good game so far. Made a 58-yarder and also got an extra point, too. I think he's back. I really, really do. I do think that he's back. Barkley today, 6 carries for 30 yards. He did have an 11-yard or a 13-yard carry for a touchdown. in the first quarter, so that was nice. Mahomes has been utilizing his feet. He's ran for 60 yards, and he's also passed for 51. So the Eagles are really going to have to try to find a way to just try to slow this guy down. It's a lot easier said than done, but the one thing that obviously we harp on when it comes to the Super Bowl is that they did such a good job at just making him stay in the pocket and then collapse in that pocket for him to just not even get blitzed and yet still get sacked however many times. Wild. A.J. Brown had a couple of really nice catches, too. I do not want to forget about that. That one-handed catch that he had on that final drive to pretty much save the drive was nice. He also had that 3rd and 9 target that he caught it for 8 yards and got them right over to their 4th down marker. I mean, they had to fight for inches, or they had to fight for yards. They really did. Only, how many penalties in this game so far? 3 for the Eagles, and it's only been for 19 yards. Not bad. No turnovers. That's my favorite thing that I've got to see so far. They've got to win the time of possession. They have done that so far. 16 minutes they have been able to dominate on the clock, but they're not doing good on 3rd down today. They really aren't, and that is kind of concerning because, you leave the Chiefs in the ball game, and this is what usually tends to happen. Mahomes finds a way to step up when the game is close, and that's not what you're going to want to do against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. You're going to want to get that separation, okay? And I just have not really been overly happy with what I've seen so far, but hopefully as the game continues to go, the Eagles will find their groove and do a much better job in the second half. Again, Mahomes rushed for over 50 yards. 60 to be exact. Can't do that. Can't let him on his feet because that guy can scramble with the football and he can still make plays. And he also understands how to lean into contact and get calls to go his way too. So he's a weapon just from that side of things. Also, Travis Kelce has made 2 nice catches, one for 18, the other one for 16 yards. One of them was on 4th down. So would like to try to see the Eagles try to do a better job covering him. Don't really want anybody else to go off. No Xavier Worthy, too, by the way, in this game. Have not seen him out there. But regardless, we're ready to go to the 3rd quarter in just a few moments. All right. Actually, the one thing that I like about this thing here is that it actually shows you how long we have until the 3rd quarter, but it didn't show. I think it actually did say 10 minutes. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, guys, on this first half here. What did you guys see? How do you guys think that they did? I just thought that they got off to a really slow start, but hopefully they can just pick things up as the game goes on. DeJeans made 5 tackles today. Had that one really nice tackle that we got to see. So that was nice. All right, we're ready to start off the second half here. So that's nice. We are ready to rock and roll. But yeah, let me know. How did the Phillies do? Not good. All right. So the Chiefs will have the football right at the 32-yard line. Right at the 20, right at the 32, I believe. All right, here comes the snap. Mahomes throws it over to Juju Smith-Schuster for 5 yards, and he takes it to the 32. Sorry about that. I always forget that this is a little bit ahead because my internet is a little bit behind. So I do apologize about that. Mahomes lines him up. Eagles have a 4-man front. And he'll get the snap. He's looking. He finds Travis Kelce, who catches it for just about 4 yards. And Jahad Campbell's the one who makes the tackle there. So Baum got the first tackle, and Jahad Campbell did a good job reading the coverage and took down Travis Kelce immediately. We've already played 1 minute into this third quarter. 3rd and 1 for Kansas City. They're 2 for 6 today on 3rd down. Each receiver lined up over towards the left side. Patrick Mahomes gets the snap, looks up the middle, and the catch is made, but a nice play by Andrew Makuba to take down Hollywood Brown right after he caught it, shy of the sticks, and there is no gain. He's taken down right behind the line of scrimmage. What a play by Makuba. He made up for that one missed tackle that he had in that first half. And so now it's 4th and 1, and the Chiefs are going to go for it seems. Maybe they're going to try to draw him off sides. We'll see. They'll hand it off over to Pacheco, and the Eagles will take over on downs. Wow. So a timeout taken. The Eagles defense able to come on through. Pacheco got taken down immediately. How about the Philadelphia Eagles defense coming to life? Let's go. Nice. He thought that maybe he had space to go towards that right gap. And there was really not a gap there, but just a good job by Philadelphia. Jordan Davis got the tackle and was able to make the stop. And the Eagles will take over at the Kansas City 36-yard line. Nice. We're not even 3 minutes into this third quarter yet. Not even 3 minutes there. And a timeout taken on the field. Watch out for the bots, mods. Thank you very much, Scott. We got 100 people rocking with us. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Again, we were late for the Eagles game, but that's all right. We're better late than ever. I do feel really, really bad. Nolan Smith reminds me of Donta Hightower in that weaponized. I like that tweet there. Donta Hightower from the Patriots. Remember Donta Hightower? And that he weaponizes his body. Nolan Smith was able to barrel his way into the backfield. He did a great job there at just stopping that hole. A key 4th down stop by the Birds. And they take over at the 35. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Chat, how we doing tonight? How we doing? Who's tuning on in? Who just subscribed to my channel? Again, thank you all so much for being on here. What are our final score predictions? What are the final score predictions that we have for this football game? Let me know down below. I can't believe that they got the 4th down stop there. Vic Fangio is just that dude. He really is. Vic Fangio is special, man. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the bell icons too. Love that. It's a long time out here. Mike, what's going on, man? How are you? Yes, sir. What's going on? The main event. Spidey is also here. I'm going to go 35-30 Chiefs. Man, do you think it's going to be a high-scoring second half here? Okay. 35-30. Mike, what's your final score prediction, man? Let me know down below. All right, so the Eagles will have the ball at their own 35-yard line, and we'll see if they can get into the end zone and take the lead here. It's 87 degrees out in Arrowhead. Winds are blowing south at 11 miles per hour. Eagles maneuver from right to left. Brown in motion going from left to right. Barkley right behind Hurts. Hurts gets the snap, hands it off to Barkley, who gets twisted and turned right after the line of scrimmage over in between the hash marks. And he just gets about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Chenal able to make the tackle for the Kansas City Chiefs. So Spagnuolo trying to dial up a plan to stop Saquon Barkley. That's not so easy. 2nd and 9, 15 seconds left on the play clock. 2 receivers on both sides. Hurts will get the snap. He lofts it over to Saquon, who tries to zigzag past the line of scrimmage over towards the left side, and he just gets about another yard after that. So not a lot of gains, just 2 yards on 2 plays. Not a good start to this drive here, but the Eagles, again, are still in field goal range. Wish that they would have just ran the ball there. I'm kind of curious as to why they went to a passing scheme. Saquon is your weapon. Use him in the running game. 3rd and 8. Eagles 2 for 7 on 3rd down conversions. Triple receivers towards the right side. Hurts will get the snap. He's going to throw it deep towards the left sideline, and it is incomplete to Devontae Smith. And Smith got tripped up, and he is down flat on his back. He's trying to stretch that left leg of his. It looked like that there was some contact that was made there. And by the way, good pass rush there by the Kansas City Chiefs. The O-line of the Eagles could not slow them down, and Devontae Smith just could not hang on to that ball. Hurts, I thought, did a good job at getting the pass off over to Devontae, and it actually hit his hands, and he just could not make the catch. A timeout taken at the 11:33 marker. Devontae Smith did get hurt. So we will check up and see how things do go. He is going into the medical tent, so prayers for Devontae. That's not good. They did not call a PI or a holding on Kansas City. I believe that McDuffie was on the coverage there. So Smith is in the medical tent. He hit the ground hard on that incompletion down that left sideline. He grabbed his lower back. Just landed a little bit awkwardly. And whoever was covering him was all over him. I wasn't really surprised that they didn't call a flag there. I'd like to see a replay again, but I thought that was just good football. But he was all over him, for sure. But I thought it was clean. Not a big fan of the Patullo experience so far. I can't understand why in that situation you're passing the ball. And again, I know it's still early on. But you don't have to go to the air game on the first 2 plays. So that part I don't understand. He did push him out. I did see that. You are right about that. O-line is not having a good day. All right, so Devontae is out of the blue medical tent and is now sitting over on the bench. So that is a very good sign. The Eagles are preparing for a field goal. Phew. He's rejoined all the wide receivers over on the bench. That is good to know. All right, so Elliott will come on in for a field goal. This will be from 51 yards. Once they return. Smith today 5 targets, 3 catches, 25 receiving yards. So again, a 51-yard field goal coming on up. And that was not a timeout charge to the Eagles. He was 1 for 7 last year from 50. All right. 20 seconds left on the play clock. The snap is down. Ball spotted. The kick is good again. Elliott has legs. 13 the 10 birds. Jake Elliott, baby.
Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles
3 for 3 from 50.
fly. Eagles fly on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
Let's go, baby. Driving and listening, says Larry. What's going on, Larry? Hopefully practice was good today, man. Jake Elliott has legs of steel. 51-yard field goal for him. He also hit a 58-yarder to tie it up right before the first half ended. So he's now 3 for 3 on the season from 50+. It's awesome. Maybe I should get an Elliott emoji. I don't know. Didn't even think about that. But I still got to critique the passing offense. It's not. It just has not been creative. I don't know if they're just still trying to find their rhythm or if they're just trying to get too fancy. I don't know. I really don't know. I just can't understand how they go from Johnson to Moore to this. But again, it's still early. Don't want to hit the panic button, but I will tell you, it is nice, very nice to have Jake Elliott out there. 13-10. This is going to be a nail biter, says Eagle Auto. It is. It is going to be a nail biter. Elliott has produced his first game with multiple 50-plus yard field goals since September 10th of 2023 at New England at Gillette Stadium. Wow. It's impressive. Elliott also, according to Tim McManus, has more 50-plus field goals today than he had all of last season. It's just unbelievable when you really think about it. Non-panic button, says Marshawn. Yet, but we are asking for the launch codes. 13-10, Philadelphia. Again, Saquon Barkley did have a 13-yard run, a touchdown run in the first quarter. That made it 7-0. Eagles did score on the very first drive. Then it was 7-3. Then Mahomes ran for a 13-yard touchdown. Mahomes today, 60 rushing yards and 60 passing yards. So he's been running a lot, utilizing his legs. All right, so the Chiefs are going to get the ball. I missed exactly where the ball was kicked off to. MLB update. Oh, good. All right, 1st and 10, right at the 30-yard line. They'll call it the 29. Mahomes will get the snap, will hand it off over to Pacheco, who runs up the middle, and he is taken down after about a gain of 5 yards. They'll call it a gain of 5. So it's now 2nd and 5. Pacheco today, well, he's ran for just 17 yards on 6 touches. Averages about 2.8 yards per carry in this game. 2nd and 6 is what they'll call it. So they don't give him 5. That means that the ball is spotted right now at the 35-yard line. Mahomes will get the snap. He throws it, and it's deflected and incomplete. Good block there by Thornton for Philadelphia. It'll be 3rd and 6. It's over towards the left side of the line. So they'll go into the huddle again. Mahomes 9 for 15 in the passing game. They'll break the huddle. 2 receivers lined up on each side. There's Pacheco standing towards the left side of Patrick Mahomes. 3 seconds left on the play clock. He'll get the snap. Pressure's coming. He's looking towards his left. Fires it downfield. It's incomplete. Incomplete. Adoree Jackson on the coverage, but Thornton could not make the catch. It was a good throw by Mahomes down the left seam over towards the sideline, and he just could not catch it. It was a tough play there with the way that the route was run there. Would have been a tough catch, but it was a good try by Mahomes. So now Ariza is going to go out there to punt the football, and he punts this one for about 47 yards or so. That's going to be caught inside the 20, and they will call a fair catch at the 19-yard line. A flag is thrown, though, and they will call offensive holding. Question is who it will be on. So the Eagles do their job, and they will go back out there on offense. But let's see what this flag is. They call a holding on the receiving team on Sidney Brown. And so the Philadelphia Eagles will have it at their own 10-yard line. So that is a 9-yard penalty, and they'll be back in just a few moments. So just 3 plays, 5 yards in a matter of 58 seconds. Man, okay. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell icon, working and listening to Spidey. Thank you so much for being on here. Other scores, we'll do that right now in case you're wondering about how other games have gone today. The Patriots did beat the Dolphins by a score of 33-27. The 49ers, Mac Jones was 26 for 39 in the passing game for 279 yards. He threw for 3 touchdowns. And they were able to beat the New Orleans Saints by a score of 26-21. The Baltimore Ravens, they won 41-17 against the Cleveland Browns. Lamar Jackson and their offense put up 21 points in that fourth quarter and just pretty much put the game away early on in that quarter. The Broncos do lead at 28-23 with 5:42 left remaining in the third quarter. They're taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The Cardinals, they are blowing out the Carolina Panthers. 27-9 is the score there. 2:05 left in the third quarter. We also have the Bengals. They beat the Jacksonville Jaguars today. Trevor Lawrence, 24 for 42 in the passing game. 271 yards, 3 touchdowns. The Bengals, 31 points. The Jacksonville Jaguars, 27. Jamar Chase, 165 receiving yards on 14 receptions. So he did go off today. The Giants did lose in overtime to the Dallas Cowboys. Russell Wilson threw for 450 yards, and he had 3 touchdowns. Malik Neighbors, 9 catches for 167 yards. He caught 2 touchdowns. The Cowboys, though, came out on top 40-37 in that ball game. Dak Prescott threw for 361 yards. He did throw a pick. He was sacked 3 times and was also able to throw for 2 touchdowns. CeeDee Lamb, 112 receiving yards for him on 9 total catches. And Javonte Williams, 18 carries for 97 yards. All right, so we're back in business, and the Eagles will run the football with Saquon Barkley as he takes it in between the hash marks, and he's marked down right at about the 23-yard line. Okay, so 2nd and 2 is what they will call it. They'll give him about 8.5 yards. Hurts has dropped back today 20 times. He's been sacked once and has dealt with pressure 7 times. Barkley right behind him. Triple receivers over towards the left and a receiver in motion. They'll hand it off to Barkley towards the right side, and he'll run towards the outside of the numbers towards the 20, and he's taken out of bounds. The 30, and he's taken out right at about the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Philadelphia. 9.5 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. So far, 3 plays, 25 yards in a matter of a minute and 17 seconds. Each team does have 9 first downs Eagles with 129 total yards. Kansas City with 150. All right. Hurts under center. Hands it off to Barkley. Runs up the middle. Takes it to the 30. And it's taken down in the secondary. And gets another gain. And that time, that's good enough for 11 yards. And they'll take it all the way to the 35-yard line. Yeah, and sorry if we're a little bit behind. Usually we're not this far behind, but again, we're not home right now, so it might be a little bit ahead. Barkley, 10 rushes for 56 yards, including a 13-yard touchdown run. They'll use Barkley again, who tries to zigzag past his way towards the line of scrimmage, gets tripped up, and does get maybe 3 yards or so, as Jalen Watson was able to take him down. And a tackle made there. All right. So they'll call it 2nd and 8. 8:13 remaining in quarter number 3. A 2nd and 8 right at about the 37-yard line. Hurts in the shotgun formation. There's 3 seconds left on the play clock, and before the ball was even snapped, there was movement up front by Philadelphia. Lane Johnson does get called for a 5-yard penalty on a false start. And so that sends them back to about the 33. One thing that John Clark said, which kind of is interesting, Jalen Hurts has been more vocal during this game with Tyler Steen and A.J. Dillon, which I think is really good analysis on his part. That makes it now 5 penalties on the Philadelphia Eagles, by the way. Not good. 5 penalties for them. 2nd and 12. Hurts will line them up. 3 receivers towards the right side. Hurts will get the snap. He drops back. He'll try to run towards the left side, and he's taken down and sacked for a loss of 4 yards. Norman Lott, the rookie, able to make the tackle there, and Kansas City erupts. 3rd and long coming up. The offensive line definitely gave him some time. He definitely had time to throw the ball and was still in the pocket. And just as the pocket was collapsing, he had nowhere to go. So they will call it 3rd and long. Triple receivers again lined up towards the right side. Hurts will hand it off to his running back, A.J. Dillon, who runs towards the left hash mark and just gets a gain of 8 yards. And Bolton, that is, Nick Bolton and Williams are able to take him down. Right at about the Philadelphia 37-yard line. So the Chiefs defense does their job. Eagles O-line on that play didn't really give A.J. Dillon a lot of time to operate. And so man is going to go out there to punt the football. He gets the snap. The punt is high. It's pretty deep. And that is going to go end over end. So it bounces in the end zone, 63 yards on the punt. And the Chiefs will set up shop at their own 20-yard line when they do return. Eagles lead it 13-10 with 6:07 left to be played in quarter number 3. Okay, we got 122 people watching us. Again, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Let me know who you guys are rooting for down below. I just don't understand what the heck is going on. Why would they run the ball with A.J. Dillon on 3rd and 11? What is going on here? I don't understand. It makes no sense to me. How about try to, I don't know, like utilize A.J. Brown in the slants? Or maybe have Hurts, I don't know, throw possibly a vertical, and go deep? I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. I can't understand this play calling right now. I really don't. To end the first half and go to the passing game and use Saquon Barkley and have him catch it on 2 plays for a yard each towards the outside of the line of scrimmage. Like, what are we doing? What's going on? Just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make any sense. Somebody explain that to me, man. Ay, ay, ay. He's not utilizing everybody to their full advantage. I don't know why. Even Jahan Dotson today, 1 target, for 4 yards. Winning's winning. Ask any racer, any real racer. I understand, but that stuff can come back and bite you. Like your defense has been A+ today. It really has been. But again, you keep the Chiefs involved in the game, they'll capitalize. And the Chiefs have not played a good brand of football today. And neither have the Eagles. And I'm not saying that the Eagles can't get it done, but you can't leave meat on the bones. You got to convert. You got to be able to pick up the pieces and capitalize on your mistakes. And don't let any blood drip. Mahomes is really good at attacking holes. That's the one thing that makes him such a special quarterback. Mahomes will get the snap as the Chiefs line up, and he throws it over towards the left side. It's caught right on the 20, and Pacheco takes it right over to the 30-yard line. He caught it on the 30 and then was taken down immediately. Sorry about that. So that was a gain of about 7 yards there. 20 seconds left on the play clock. Mahomes now under center. He'll hand it off to Pacheco, who's in the backfield. He'll run towards the towards the outside diagonally, and he gets tripped up after about a gain of 3. He got tripped up by Jordan Davis. Went for the tackle right at the feet. Sucking is contagious. Saints are 0-2. Can they fire Kellen Moore ASAP? Defense has to come up big here. 2nd and 7 at the Kansas City 33-yard line. Again, triple receivers over towards the left side. 1 to the right. Mahomes has Pacheco right next to him. They'll hand it off again to Pacheco, who runs up the middle and just maybe gets about 3 yards. Davis again there for another tackle. So a good play by Jordan Davis. I got to tell you, he's having himself a really good game. He is now going to be subbed on out, and Jalen Carter is going to be coming back on in for Philadelphia. So 2nd and 7, 15 seconds left on the play clock, 4:20 left to go, and the ball spotted at the 33. Mahomes will get the snap. He drops back. It's caught by Travis Kelce towards the right side. Takes it to the 40. Outside towards the 50. And he's marked out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Travis Kelce able to get yards after the catch. He was covered at first by DeJean. And then he stiff-armed right past him twice. And got him right on the... He stiff-armed his way past Cooper DeJean. He was able to find a hole and just able to utilize that to his advantage. So a 1st and 10 at about the 44-yard line in Philadelphia territory. Mahomes fakes the handoff, rolls towards the right side, and he's going to run past the line of scrimmage towards the near sideline, and he runs out of bounds, gets about 3 yards. Campbell chased him out of bounds. And the clock will continue to go down. 2nd and 7. Good read there by the defense. Again, even if you get Mahomes on his feet, I know that he can still be a weapon that way, but he's just such a magician. And for him to only get 3 yards there, I think that you'll certainly take that. 3 receivers over towards the left side. Mahomes gets the shotgun snap, throws it over to his receiver, Marquise Brown, up the middle on a slant, and it's caught just above the turf. for a gain of 6 yards. Adoree Jackson again covering him, just could not make the stop there, get out in front of him. He was late to his man. He actually tried to deflect it, and he did, and yet it was still caught. He did deflect it. I didn't see that at first. He got it with his left hand, he deflected it, and it went right into the hands of Hollywood Brown. They'll call it a 3rd and 1. Kelce in motion. They'll hand it off over to Pacheco, or Kareem Hunt, that is. Hunt fights his way for yards, and they use him on 3rd down, and he gets a gain of 2. Zach Bond there to tackle him right up the middle, but 2 minutes left to go, and another 1st and 10 for Kansas City, and the ball was spotted at the Philadelphia 22-yard line. 8 plays, 58 yards on this drive in a matter of 4 minutes and 33 seconds. Chiefs now 3 for 9 on 3rd down conversions. Kelce lined up over towards the outside. Mahomes has Pacheco towards his left. He'll get the snap. He'll roll towards his left side. He'll throw it. And that thing is caught over towards the outside marker. And that one is also good enough for a 1st down as well. Hollywood Brown caught it. And then he ran for about another 6 yards or so. And just took it right out of bounds. He's actually taken, let's see again. Yeah, he got taken down there. Sorry about that. 1:03 left to go in quarter number 3. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the bell icons. There's now 55 seconds left to be played here in quarter number 3. Mahomes will line them up. One running back towards the left, the other one towards his right. This time he hands it off over to Pacheco, and he's taken down immediately. Isaiah Pacheco taken down by Zadarius Smith. Welcome to Philadelphia, Zadarius Smith. It's a loss of 2 yards. That sends him back to the 24-yard line. A loss of 2. And now 27 seconds left to go here in quarter number 3. And that was caused by Jalen Carter, too, for Smith to just be able to get to the running back there. He caused that with the double coverage. So Mahomes will get the snap. He throws it over towards the outside, towards the left, and it's caught by Thornton, but it's just a gain of 10. Jackson makes the tackle as Thornton is pushed out of bounds. They'll call it a 3rd and 2 at the 14, and we're going to head to the 4th quarter. So the Chiefs down by 3. It's 3rd and 2 at the Philadelphia 14-yard line. Kansas City has the football, and they'll be back in just a few moments. We are literally kicking a dead horse. It's unreal, man. It's unbelievable. Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter is hurt. Keeps grabbing his right arm, but he's staying in the game. That's not good. So Carter appears to be in pain. This is what all the Eagles beat reporters are saying. He was holding his right wrist after that Pacheco run late in the 3rd quarter. That's not good. Not good. He gestured like he didn't want to come out a few plays ago. Prayers, hopefully, that he's okay, because that would be a big-time loss, obviously. Regardless of what you want to say about whether or not he should have played today, still not good. So Jalen Carter is in pain, and we will keep you updated and let you know if he is going to stay or not. Again, 13-10 is the score for Philadelphia. A.J. Brown today, 27 receiving yards on 5 catches. He has had 7 targets. 25 receiving yards, by the way, too, for Devontae Smith, and only 3 catches for him. That's just not good enough. It's not good enough for 2 receivers that are considered to be highly touted. So, really not good there. So, end of the third quarter. We're going to start off quarter number 4. 92 rushing yards for the Birds and only 55 passing yards. 110 for Kansas City and 106. 110 in the passing and 106 in the running game. Chiefs now go from right to left. They'll run it with Isaiah Pacheco, and he is shy of the sticks. It's just a gain of 1. Josh Uche able to tackle him right on the ankles. Clutch play by him. And so, Bucker is warming up over on the sideline. And the offense will stay out there. All right, come on. A 4-man front for Philadelphia. Mahomes under center. And the handoff, here it is. And it's just good for a gain of 1. Kareem Hunt, they used him. And he got a gain of 3 yards up the middle. Jordan Davis is down. They're looking at his hamstring. Uh-oh. And so the Eagles' defense getting banged up. Davis is down. I don't know which hamstring it is, but there is going to be an injury timeout here again for Philadelphia. That's not good. So Carter is injured. Jordan Davis just went down. He's walking off on his own, but he's walking gingerly. Man, I know. There's nothing I can do. I'm just a little bit behind. I'd rather have it up than rather not have it up, because then people are like, well, where is the first down marker? Or like, where's the ball? All that sort of stuff. He's now laying down on the trainer's table, according to John Clark. So, again, Jordan Davis, they're checking his hamstring. But, yes. He's just swept the Reds. Philly Nation says cramp. I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe that when I see it. We also did get news from E.J. Smith that Adoree Jackson just got his left thumb heavily taped up. He's staying in the game, though. So that's also good to know. Man. Hopefully, everything's okay. Again, a timeout taken at the 14:01 marker. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. We got 141 people tapping on in. We appreciate each and every one of you for following us. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. He's grabbing and stretching Jordan Davis, his right hamstring, according to E.J. Smith. That's what he's saying. His right hamstring. How we doing on the likes? We're at 70. Let's get to 100. They're massaging it. So it'll be 1st and goal for Kansas City. And the Eagles are going to have to play solid defense here in the red zone. Mahomes under center. He'll hand it off to Pacheco, and he gets taken down in between the hash marks towards the right side after about a gain of 4. Jalix Hunt and Andrew Makuba are credited for the tackles. Spike those likes, baby. Come on. Each team does have 3 timeouts left. There's Jalen Hurts over on the sideline. 60 rushing yards for Saquon Barkley. Again, just wanted to point that out there too, and only 62 passing yards for Hurts. Hurts has also ran for just 13 yards. Mahomes in the gun, receiver in motion, and he will get the snap. He's looking, he throws it, and it is intercepted! Intercepted by Philadelphia. Quinyon Mitchell has it. He takes it to the 20, to the 30, over to the 40, and he's being hurdled by a whole crowd of Eagles players over towards the sideline. Patrick Mahomes throws a pick. It was tipped, and then it was deflected off the hands of a receiver, and it went right into the breadbasket of Quinyon Mitchell. Let's go. They actually say that Andrew Makuba is the one who caught it. Excuse me, but regardless, Makuba able to make the catch there, and that is absolutely huge. Andrew Makuba. Let's go. Sorry about that. Should have known that that was Makuba, but the screen froze. Let's go. Let's go, baby. That went out of the hands of Travis Kelce. Kelce could not hold on to the football, and he juggled it. He actually bobbled it, and then Makuba got the deflection.
Watch our Eagles fly, fly, Eagles
Gotta get better at that.
on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
Good moment for Andrew Makuba. That's awesome. That could not have come at a better time. Andrew Makuba, man. What a nice play. Absolutely, Hammer said you're a gym teacher. So Kelce dropped the ball. Also, credit to Jalen Carter, who's still out there. He may have also gotten a fingertip on that throw from Patrick Mahomes. I thought that I saw that there was a little deflection there, and he changed the trajectory of that pass. But Makuba comes up big in the red zone, baby. Let's go. Andrew Makuba. Let's go. But yes, apologies. I should have just said that it was intercepted first. Andrew Makuba, baby. Makes it up. Makes up for earlier with that missed tackle. Other than getting trucked by Mahomes is key. Wait, what was that? The Rook has been just fine. I like that. I like that a lot. Eagles have it at their own 41-yard line. 1st and 10 for Philadelphia. 13-10 is what the score is right now. Travis Kelce, I can't believe that the ball deflected off his hands. He couldn't catch it. What's going on, Travis? So that gives the Eagles life for sure. Barkley lined up right behind Jalen Hurts. Hurts gets the snap and then tosses it over to Barkley, who was right behind him, and then he just runs for about a yard or so. He gets taken down, and a penalty flag is going to be thrown. They're going to call a face mask on Chenal. Andrew Makuba, man. $12:49 left to go. Let's see a replay of this again. Barkley got a block there. Calcaterra is the one who set up the block for him. And then as soon as he was tackled, Chenal Yep. Call a face mask. All right, Hurts gets it. He pitches it over to Barkley towards the left side, runs and takes it to the 40 right on the numbers and gets tripped up at about the 36-yard line. So it's now a 2nd and 3. Have yourself a day, Andrew Makuba. 2nd and 3 now. Devontae Smith is in motion, going from left to right. Hurts again will get the shotgun snap. He fakes the handoff, ends up finding a receiver, and that's caught. That's Granson that's able to make the catch. The tight end, the 3rd string tight end for Philadelphia, and that's how they get a 1st and 10. Is that Kyle Granson that caught that? What a nice play that was. 1st and 10 at the 31. Smith again in motion, going from right to left. Hurts hands it off, and getting tripped up right at the line of scrimmage is Saquon Barkley. So no gain there. 15 carries for Saquon, 68 rushing yards. 60 rushing yards. 2nd and 10. Hurts in the gun, gets the snap, looks over towards the left side, deflected, and incomplete. Incomplete. McDuffie got the deflection, and a couple of other Chiefs tried to dive for the ball. No chance for them to get it. A.J. Brown was the intended target. He was right on the 30, and then the ball got deflected out of his hands by Trent McDuffie, and no catch made. 13-10, Philadelphia. It's been an ugly game, but close between the both of these teams. A hard-fought battle on the defensive side. I'll tell you, the Eagles' defense has been really good. Brown in motion, lined up over on the left side. Hurts will get the snap. He throws it over towards the right sideline, and it is caught right inside the 5, over towards the 3, and taken down. Devontae Smith over on the far seam by McDuffie. 1st and goal for Philadelphia. Devontae Smith beat McDuffie to the punch, and then just caught it right in the breadbasket. Nice pass by Hurts, and a great catch by Devontae Smith. Nice play there. And he had to throw a dot, and he did. And Smith was able to jump up, catch it. He had to turn around to catch the ball right into the breadbasket, and he did. 1st and goal, Hurts under center, hands it off to Barkley, and he's taken down immediately in the backfield. A loss of 2. Chris Jones right there, able to break through and able to take him down and shatter the glass. Jones got right on past Landon Dickerson and just beat him right up the middle. So it's 2nd and goal, a loss of 2 yards. And we'll see what the Eagles can do here. They're knocking on the door. They're right at the 5. Hurts calling for the ball, gets the snap, hands it off to Barkley, tries to juke his way over towards the 1, and he's taken down right on the hash mark. So he tried to zigzag and just was able to get 4 yards. He's just 1 yard short of the goal line. 3rd and goal. 8:45 left to be played. Barkley 7 rushes for 70 yards. They'll break the huddle. The tush push is coming. 2 men lined up in back behind Hurts. Chiefs trying to stop it. Can they do it? Hurts goes into the end zone, and it is under review. It's close. It's close. I think that got him right to about the goal line. The pile-on tried to push him on forward. I don't think that they got enough. Let's see where he showed the ball. It's hard to tell. I don't think he got it. They say that it's 4th and goal, so they'll do it again. Red flag thrown. And the Eagles, I believe, are going to challenge. So it was called 4th and goal. And so the Eagles will challenge the call here. They're lined up right at the 1.5 yard line. They just tried to push the pile-on through. Did not break the plane. I don't think. But Sirianni challenges. Rhodes says that that's a touchdown. Dude, he threw that challenge flag pretty far. Gotta tell you. He did. Just looking at the replay, that thing just flew. That's funny. I don't think that they're going to rule the touchdown because you can't get conclusive evidence. But that's just me. I don't think that there's a clear-cut answer of him breaking the plane just to get in, but right now it's called 4th and goal. So the ruling on the field will stand. 4th and goal will be coming on up, according to Twitter. What's up, Larry? The tush push did fail. That's correct. The tush push is the Duran of Philadelphia. I gotta tell you, like, Nick Sirianni really threw that challenge flag so far. That had to have been from like 20 to 25 yards that he threw that challenge flag. Seriously. Like, he just tossed that thing. And he was running as he did it. That's so funny. All right. Now we're just waiting for the play to come on back. Come on. So they rule it short. They upheld the call. All right, so here we go. 4th and goal, baby. Come on. Get it. Get it, baby. They'll line up. They'll go for it again. That time he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 19-10. Got the push that he needed right from behind. It's just automatic. It's just automatic. 19-10, Philadelphia. They go up by 2 possessions. That's funny. Elliott coming on in for the extra point. Ball spotted. Kick is up and right down Broad Street. It's good. Let's go. 10 plays, 59 yards. How about that pass to Devontae Smith? That was awesome.
Hit 'em high and watch our Eagles fly.
And dude. Kelce with that drop. That was so costly.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
Wow. All right, so it worked. It worked, man. It didn't stop at the first try. Yeah, I saw that New York reviewed it, and they said that they said that they did stop it, but on the replay back on Fox, they showed that he did break the plane. So it worked anyways. That's all that matters. You got the touchdown, 20-10. That drop by Travis Kelce, man, that's a big play. That really caused like a big swing there, really. Hit that thumbs up button. Watching those Chiefs cry. Hit them low, hit them high, and watch those Chiefs cry. I had to laugh at that one because that one caught me off guard. That was a good one. I got to give that to you. That was good. We got 153 people on here tuning on in. Let's go. Let's go, birds. And pass to Devontae Smith was awesome. That was for 28 yards over towards that right seam. Love it. And, your offense really struggled. But, they came up with that big drive there. So, I got to give that to them. I do. Elliot Shore Park says Makuba gave him a short field. I would say Travis Kelce did, but of course he caught it. But, yeah. 20-10, Philadelphia. Still time left. There's still time left. 7:48 left to go here in this fourth quarter. That's just crazy. All right, they'll kick it off. Elliott kicks it off for about 66 yards. That's going to be caught by Smith, and he'll run it for about 27 yards or so and take it all the way to the 26-yard line as Kelly Ringo is there to take him down. And so the Kansas City Chiefs will set things up at their own 26-yard line. The last time, I'd like to see that again. The last time that Patrick Mahomes lost 3 games in a row was at Texas Tech. Unreal. Mahomes in the gun. He'll get the snap. He's looking. He's still looking. He steps up. He'll roll towards the left side, and he's just going to run out of bounds and just get maybe 3 yards. Jahad Campbell did chase him out. Jordan Davis, who was back in the game, they said that Jordan Davis was injured during the play. I don't know why he's still out there. I guess that he came back out and now he's gonna come on out. He's hobbling, man. Nick Sirianni says, come on, dude. He's hobbling. Keep an eye on if he goes back over to the 10 or not. 2nd and 7, I don't think he did. Didn't see any reports. Mahomes will get the snap. He's looking towards his left, throws it, and it's off the fingertips of Travis Kelce. It was covered there by Baton. So incomplete. And now 3rd and 7. Kelce could not catch that. Or Noah Gray could not. No, it was Travis Kelce there. 3rd and 7. Coming on up. 7:12 left to go. Mahomes gets the snap. He looks towards his right side, fires it. Incomplete. And the defense steps up yet again. Gray was the target. He was looking for him towards his right side. Then he got hit by Campbell after he threw the football. And that was just an incomplete pass all the way. So the Chiefs will punt the ball instead. 7:09 left to go. Ariza will go out there to punt the ball. That punt was almost blocked, but it is punted high and deep, and it's caught within the 5-yard line and taken and zigzagging all the way towards the 15, being marked down right on the big line, is going to be Jahan Dotson. They'll call it a 1st and 10 at the 16, and the Eagles will have the football then and there when they return with less than 7 minutes to go. Be right back. All right, Eagles will have the football. Hurts is under center. Barkley is right behind him. Double receivers to each side. They'll hand it off to Barkley, who tries to find a gap over towards the right side, then lunges towards his left and is able to only get about 4 yards. George Karlaftis able to make the tackle there. Karlaftis, of course, 24 years old now, from Purdue. Was the 30th overall pick in the 2022 draft. Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn that thing back on. I will do that right now. My apologies. No, I have to do it when I'm in the break. Whoops. Hurts hands it off again over to Saquon, who runs towards the near sideline, gets about 5 yards. Watson able to tackle him, and so a 5-yard gain, and he will be marked down at the 25. According to Next Gen Stats, Sirianni threw the challenge flag 31.45 miles per hour. That flag traveled 36.329 air yards. What? All right, 3rd and 1 for the Birds. They will do the tush push again. Let's see if it's good enough. And it is. So they get the first down at the Philadelphia 26. Let's go. That's funny. That is so funny. All right, 5 minutes and 5 seconds left to go. Andy Reid not happy with the referees. Let's see. Was there movement up front? I think he jumped. I do. I think he jumped there, to be honest with you. They didn't call it. All right, timeout taken by Philadelphia. That'll be their second timeout that they use. And they have one timeout left remaining with 4:42 left to go. Gotta eat that clock. He did. He jumped. He did jump. I gotta say that. I didn't see it at first, but there was definitely some movement at first. Is that Megan Trainor? Wow. All right. Timeout number 2 taken. Hurts today 14 for 21 in the passing game with 95 passing yards. 4:46 left to be played in quarter number 4. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Birds at the 28-yard line. It's at the Philadelphia 28. Hurts gets the snap, hands it off to Barkley, runs up the middle, gets stripped up, and only gets 1 yard out of it. And Kansas City will burn their first timeout. That's their first timeout that they utilize. They need a stop. Come on, just get a first down here. Get a first down, and we're feeling good. Show the camera. The new league-wide mantra after this season to try to ban the tush push will be that it is too difficult for the refs to officiate. That they cannot see the interior of the line enough. Wild. All right, 2nd and 9 here. Receiver in motion. That's Smith. They'll hand it off again over to Barkley, and he's taken down in the backfield. It's just a loss of 1 right before the line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and 10, and timeout number 2 taken by Kansas City. Chiefs fans are booing the refs. It's wild. All right. Come on. This is where Patullo needs to get creative. He has to be creative here. Just get that first. All right. 3rd and 10. Don't play around here. All right. 10 seconds left on the play clock. 5 seconds left. Mahomes will get, Hurts will get the snap. He throws it towards the right side. It's caught, but shy of the sticks. Grant Calcaterra with a 6-yard catch. He made a diving catch. Tranquil did make the tackle. And so Kansas City will take their final timeout, and they will get the football back. They do hold the Eagles to a 3 and out. And so it's 4th and 4 at the 32. What are we doing? What is going on? Really love the 6-yard routes when you need 10. I just can't understand. He was not even looking downfield. Not even looking for anybody downfield. I can't understand. Here's the punt from Braden Mann. It's high, and it's going to be for about 40 yards or so, and a fair catch made by Remigio. Okay, so the Chiefs will have a chance here. All right, let's see what Kansas City does. Can the Eagles' defense hold strong? They play defense, they win the game. Just have so many questions about their offensive play calling. First down would have won it. Yep. Nope. But they just I'm just gonna pass it for 6 yards. Terrible play calls. Mahomes gets the snap. He's looking. Pressure's coming, and down he goes. Patrick Mahomes gets sacked by Moro Ojomo. It's a loss of 3 yards, and he gets taken down right at the 25-yard line. 2nd and 13. Mahomes again gets the shotgun snap. Pressure's coming. He throws it deep, fires down, and it's incomplete. Not even close to Thornton. And now it's 3rd and 13. He overthrew that pass by a mile. Thornton had all the separation. He was wide open, and Mahomes overthrew it, not even close. Way too much out in front of him. Never seen Mahomes miss a throw like that in a while. Wow. 3rd and 13. Mahomes gets the snap again. Backs up. Looks over towards the left side. Incomplete. Deflected by Quinyon Mitchell. Wow. There is a flag thrown, though. And they will call a penalty on Jihad Campbell for roughing the passer. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Wow. 3:50 left to go, and the game continues. 1st and 10 at the Kansas City 40-yard line. Oh, man, of course. Of course, man. That's awful. There was no roughing the passer there. What a joke. 1st and 10 at the 40. Dual receivers lined up on both sides. Mahomes gets the snap. He steps up, throws it low, and incomplete. It took a bounce in front of Cooper DeJean, so it is an incomplete pass. Did have a little bit of a gap to make a throw there, but it was just way too low. That is a questionable call. Really. Ay, ay. 3:44 left to go in the 4th quarter. Again, the Chiefs have no timeouts. The Eagles do technically have one. Mahomes backs up. He's looking. He fires downfield towards the right side, and it is incomplete. No flags on the play. The intended receiver again was Thornton. Adoree Jackson actually did a good job covering him. And so, Jackson actually got twisted right there. And it actually just slipped out of Thornton's hands. I want to see again. Thornton almost made that catch, and then I believe that Jackson was able to just get a hand in there and deflect it out. Now it's 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 right at the 39. Mahomes gets the snap, throws it, and that is caught for another 1st down. He looked for Remigio for 21 yards and got it. and they call it a 1st and 10 right at the 39-yard line. Mahomes will get the snap again. He'll step up, and he is taken down right at about the 35-yard line. But a flag is going to be thrown, and they will call offensive holding. Offensive holding will be called on Taylor, Jawan Taylor, that is. Another penalty taken right there. They call offensive holding. He was holding Jalix Hunt. Got him right on the back of the jersey. So they call it a 1st and 20 right at the 49-yard line. 3:07 left to go in the fourth quarter. Mahomes in the gun. He'll get the low snap. He's looking. He backpedals. He fires downfield. And it's caught for a touchdown. Thornton caught it. Right down Broadway. Tyquan Thornton with a touchdown. It's good. What a nice pass by Patrick Mahomes for 49 yards. That's just why he's just considered to be still one of the best quarterbacks in all of football. Again, wide open there. And then as he turned around, Mitchell was late on the coverage. And he just caught it, took it right to the end zone. And so we got a ball game. 20-16. Again, Philadelphia does have one timeout left. Ball spotted, kick is up, and the kick is good. Eagles still do lead it by 3. Okay. Again, we'll see if the Chiefs, obviously, they're probably going to go for the onside kick here. Not good defense, not good coverage at all. Awful defense right there by Philadelphia. This secondary has definitely had some busted coverages tonight. But also, to be fair, the roughing the passer was a bad call. Really, that was a bad call. So none of that stuff really should have happened. I understand, too, that you got to stay locked in. But if we're really being honest here, none of that stuff should have happened. But I understand. They will go for the onside kick, of course. (20-17) Eagles. 17 Eagles. Left to go on the dot in this fourth quarter. Yeah, I agree. Onside attempts so far this year, 0 for 5. And here it is. And the ball gets battered around, and the Eagles do have the football. It was caught by A.J. Brown. So they'll have a 1st and 10 right at the Kansas City 41. All right, 2:59 left to go in this fourth quarter. We got to dial on in, man. Got to dial on in. All right, let's go. The most heartfelt of thank yous to A.J. Brown in his hands. Come on. And the Chiefs have no timeouts. None. 2:59 left to go. All you got to do is just move those chains. Just move the chains, man. Hurts under center. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Right behind him is Saquon Barkley. They'll run the football. Takes it outside over towards the left. And he gets a gain of 9 yards. Gets tripped up by Tranquil and cooked. Right on the ankles. But Saquon Barkley able to get 9 yards out of that run. Let's go. All right, chew that clock up, baby. Come on. 2:33 left to go. You had a first down here, and then you're feeling good. You're feeling good. Hurts, again, 15 for 22 in the passing game. Just 101 yards passing-wise. He's also only ran for 15. And the Eagles are, well, a flag is going to be thrown. Penalty on Nick Bolton, encroachment, but they're going to say that it's declined. Again, it's a 2nd and 1 at the Kansas City 32. So they said that it's good enough for a first down. Yes. What did they say? Replay a 2nd down? Yeah, replay a 2nd down. Okay. 2nd and 1. $2:13 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 10 seconds left on the play clock. The Eagles will line up and try to do the tush push. Can they be successful? They push the pile on forward. And did they get it? The Eagles think that they did. That'll take it down to the 2-minute warning. Did they get it, though, is the question. Don't see a signal. But we're going to the 2-minute warning. We do have good news. The Phillies are going to the playoffs. The Dodgers did beat the Giants, and so the Phillies are in. Wow. So that's nice. They're going to the playoffs. But we still have to wait and see if they can get the East. But all right, we'll take it. They just clinched a playoff spot. That's a good start. All right. To be or not to be. Yep. I know. Magic number is still 1 to clinch the division. So the Giants' loss does help the Phillies. Thank you, Dodgers, says Cool J. Really, you probably wanted the Dodgers to lose, but I guess any way you look at it, it kind of technically does help. But I'll take it. It's okay. We'll beat the Dodgers. We gotta take care of them this week and cut that magic number down of getting that number 2 seed. Those are primetime games. So, yes. All right. They will call it a 3rd and 1. That's what they're saying on NFL Jesus. At the Kansas City 32-yard line. After this, I do have to step off. I do apologize. All right, come on. Tush push it, and then you win. You tush push it, and then you win. That's it. That's it. All right, are they coming back from a break? Third and 6 inches. You just can't spot the ball. You can't tell where it is. All right. This is it. A tush push for the win. They'll line them up. There it is. They go for it. They got it. And the ball game is pretty much over. Nice. They got the 1st and 10. And so a couple of these, and that should wrap things up. And that should just about do it. They say that it was for 2 yards. There's some chirping going on between Chiefs players and Eagles players, too. They say that Tranquil came up with it. It looked like he showed it. And now Kevin Burkhart's saying that Tranquil had the ball. It was not a fumble. Not a fumble. And that'll be a first down for Philadelphia. Good. Good. And the Eagles will take their final timeout, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, he didn't fumble the ball. No way. No way. Let's go. Yes. They take their final timeout. 2-0, baby. Take it. All right, so the Eagles just took their final timeout, a couple of knees, and that'll do it. Just got to see the knees. Take those kneels. There's one. I read lips and your speech is not in sync with your sound. I don't know, man. We're a little bit delayed over here. All right, clock winding down, baby. Let's go. One more kneel, and that's it. Just got to see the final knee. Ball game over. 2-0. Let's go. Take that, Patrick Mahomes. I gotta tell you, okay, this was not a clean game by the offense at all whatsoever. But you know what I love about this team? It doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter where, it doesn't matter when. They find a way to get the job done. I cannot stand the play calls that were made offensively today, especially when you go back to that end of the first half. I mean, Hurts is not even looking for anybody downfield, and he just throws it over to Saquon Barkley, who's over on the line, over towards the left side, and they're going with these short passes. But to their credit, they found a way. And their defense continues to show up big time. That drop pass by Travis Kelce changed everything. That really changed the game there. And I got to tell you, good for Makuba to catch that ball, because that was the game changer. And all it takes is for one big play to shift momentum, and that helped the Eagles right there. Elliott was awesome. Elliott did a really good job kicking for the Eagles, too. And offensively, again, they were not stellar today. But the defense stepped up. Carter got hurt. Davis got hurt. I hope that they're both okay. Those are, you got to have them heal for sure. But you found a way to win. That's what matters. And you did it out in Arrowhead against the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes didn't really do well. I didn't really think that it was all his fault because, the one throw that he had over to Thornton was definitely too far. He overthrew that. But other than that, I thought that he did fine. Kelce just did not have a good game. And, yeah, you found a way to get the W, and that is what matters the most. So, What's up, Rising Rhino? Down go the Chiefs. Devontae Smith, 53 receiving yards. That bomb that Jalen Hurts also threw to Devontae Smith was awesome. I mean, this guy can throw the deep ball. I don't know why people are still saying that he can't throw it. He can. He can. He's a really elite passer of the deep ball. I don't know why that they don't do it more, but, you know, he found a way to get it to Devontae, and that was big. That was a nice pass that he had to Devontae Smith. Yeah. That's really all I have for you, man. I don't know. What were your thoughts on this game? Comment them down below. Have fun being down 0-2. The Colts won, too. Yep, they did. A.J. Brown today, only 27 receiving yards. A.J. Brown has only gotten a total of 36 receiving yards so far this season, and you are 2-0. Like, can we let that sink in? There was also no Dallas Goedert today. You missed him, for sure. You know, he's another security blanket for Jalen Hurts, and we know how great he is at blocking, but also he makes plays offensively, too. So, big stuff. A very big win for the Birds, and they got it done. That's all I really care about. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I would love the offense to look better. I mean, it's definitely annoying at times. But, man, good teams find ways to win. And that's what they're doing. They're finding ways to win. You might disagree and talk about last week and say that, well, Dallas definitely, CeeDee Lamb with those drop passes. I agree. But let's flip the other script. Let's talk about how they lost Jalen Carter right before opening kickoff. That changes games. Jalen Carter's presence was felt tonight, in my opinion. Even when he wasn't his healthiest, he was still getting double-teamed. And he was causing Jordan Davis and other guys to step through. That one tackle by Zadarius Smith was awesome. Good night for Makuba. DeJean struggled a little bit tonight. Quinion did good. I really am just in love with this defense. I know that the secondary needs to have more work, and you're going to need other guys to step up. But ultimately, again, I'm just going to keep saying it. It doesn't matter how you won. And you did it in Kansas City. It's crazy. So, all right. I love you all very, very much. Jay, thank you so much, man. It was a long weekend for us. And again, thank you all so much for all the support. I will be back tomorrow, so I'll be back to my old setup where I had to improvise a little bit on the spot. But we got everything done. That's what matters. And I'm really happy that you guys stuck it out with me, because it was not easy. It really was not. Watching the internet connections and other things even on my end that you guys don't see, technically speaking, there was a lot that we had to deal with over here. So I'm just happy that it all ended up working out. And we'll be back to our old setup tomorrow. And I'm excited about that. And we'll be doing the Phillies game. But a win's a win. A win is a win, man. All right. Love you all. Made up for the Phil's futility. I agree, Sean. All right. Love you all very much. And I will catch you all on the next one. Good night. Laila Tov. Go Birds.